Hey, what's up, everybody? Had to redub this video, so this is my voice going over the first two halves of this. Today we're going to talk about the Anime Pros Festival, Baki, the Grappler from Star Collectibles. And yeah, I gotta say, very excited for this figure. Had a really good time with it while I was in Hong Kong talking about it. We have a completely new and battle damaged version of the figure as we sit down, we talk about it. But yeah, it's weird to redub over my own voice, so it's something I'm definitely going to try to master tone for but probably fail at it. And one of the things I'm going to talk about with this figure is going to be the simple fact that we have some significant differences that are minor but make a big difference. One of those things being that our red trunks there. They're completely red, and that's one thing I didn't notice the first time that I did this video. Well, I did, but as you can see, I'll notice it here. And I'm talking about the red trunks here because in the original one, they are red and white. And then here we have Riley jumping in there. He'll be there for a little while. But it's crazy because this figure is so nice. Like we have that beautiful battle damage sculpt there for that head. We have the X marks and crosshairs to sit down and really get a beautiful tone and touch on it that really capture the essence of what the Baki anime and manga was. It's really cool to sit down and like observe it even secondhand as I redub this video. One of the cooler things about this as well is that even with the articulation, right, that will you see me showing it off here. One of the really cool things about that is that it is all maintained in tight joints. It was really squeaky as I pulled it up and played with it. But I love that in this Baki, there will be a minor update in that ab section and as well as in the legs. One of the really cool things about that is that the ankle pivot was very tight on the first one. As you can see, the thigh swivel, I'm working my way through. But like I said, oh, there it is. We're at this part now where we will see that the ankle pivot can actually rotate a little bit better without having to heat it up or at risk of breakage. And it's one of those things that does make a huge difference for this figure. So yeah, it allowed me to pose it up, have a great time, sit down, wham bam, thank you, man. It was good. And it's one of the reasons why I really do love this figure. I love fighting anime and shonen anime, so it was a good time. But between this sculpt looking utterly beautiful, it was just like, wow, I am very excited. But yeah, real quick, we're gonna jump into the accessories and let's get to it. Yeah. One of the things that I've really enjoyed that we're going to talk about the accessories. The first up is going to be the yelling sculpt. I thought that this sculpt was utterly beautiful. And then I imagine if I should have gotten an extra one because it's so good looking, I would have rather have that for a normal sculpt as well, right? So next up, here we're going to go through our blink eye sculpt where we have it bleeding from the mouth. Utterly fantastic sculpt. These Baki sculpts that are done by Storm is just phenomenal. Last but not least, here we go with our blood splatter sculpt. Probably one of my personal favorites. It looks fantastic in a battle scene. It looks utterly fantastic. It's one of those things I'm truly enjoying about the Baki line. It's bringing something different to the table. Next up, here we are. We're going to talk about some hands. I think it's hands we're going to talk about. Let's check a second. Let's check. Oh, yep. We're going to talk about the ball pegs. You actually get some extra ball pegs. So yeah, there you have it. And it's weird to redub this, so I'm sorry, but I really want to make sure we get this out. So one of the things we're going to talk about now is going to be hands. I think here we have our nipping hands, our pinching hands. Beautiful bloody battle damage throughout the entire body. I'm glad it was followed up with it across the hands as well. Next up, we're going to go with, here we are with some open, relaxed hands, right? They're very good for posing in every which way. Then here we have our open action hands. These can be used for grippers or to grab other characters, especially with those with larger muscles. Next up, we have open action hands. These are very good for posing and setting up those phenomenal blocky poses that everyone knows and loves. Right? Next up, here we go. What do we have next? Oh, I think that's about it. Let me just double check. Nope, that's about it. Let's jump into the size comparisons. The original Baki. So here we are with my main man, his original clean cut version. Technically, you can swap around all the parts. So if you wanted to make like battle damage arm, battle damage of a body, but keep legs and stuff clean, you can do that. And originally I didn't even notice it, but the trunks are all red here. Then we have white and red here. So I'm assuming we either changed the trunks or, it was decided that, you just want to, I don't know. But it's a nice welcome difference in change. So it's one of those things where it looks pretty cool. So next up, we're going to do Yujiro. So yeah, here we are with Yujiro. We have to put them exactly side by side so you can see. My main man is a tower of a man, you know. So let's remove these two. Then we can go up against, let us do Oma from King and Usher, especially now that Baki has been announced for a new crossover film. Here's Kure Rion. I'm coming, buddy, don't worry. This guy will also be in a crossover. So as you can see here, we actually have a nice size comparison with the guys where nobody's around the same height, and I love that because just like Baki, it's just that way. Then I'm going to use the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali because we have a fictional version of him in the Baki universe. Let's put that foot down. There we go. Next up, I'm going to use Cyber Blue. I just recently got him in, so I just figured, why not toss him in there? Cyber Blue. I'm coming, Riley, I promise. Then we're going to do, I wanted to do Elspeth Desperado because I got him in as well. And I feel like he fits the vibes. Like he feels like a character that would be in Baki. Last but not least, I'm going to throw in King, some collectibles from Tekken. You can see our different sizes, all sizes up. I think the last boy that I'm going to throw in there is my main man Ichigo, who always makes an appearance. I just dropped the toy. I also want to toss in Juri because her parts work well with Baki. So it's one of those things where I'm like, this looks really good using those parts. So I'm excited to see what I can come up with for Battle Damage Baki. And yeah, it's been really nice. Big Baki fan, so I'm excited because Dopo was shown to be the next one coming, or at least coming soon. And I can't wait. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a long trip. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, but it is completely shot. I tell you that. So thank you. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.